Welcome to Taiwan Talk. I'm Alex Lewis. I spoke with Simon Thomas, co-founder and brand and strategy director of Skyrock Projects, an academy for young creative technologists. Skyrock Projects, located on Zhongshan Beilu in Tianmu here in Taipei, hosts an international team of computer programmers, artists, and experienced international educators. Together, they custom design and deliver educational programs that have students learning and applying emerging technologies to address real-world issues and topics. Here's our conversation. Simon, how's it going?
Great.
Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you coming all the way out to Xinzhuang.
Thank you for having me, Alex.
Yeah, so Simon, you are the co-founder and I think CEO of Skyrock Projects, excuse me.
Co-founder, co-CEO. I'm not sure my business partner would be happy to give me that title just yet.
Okay. Could you tell me a little bit about Skyrock Projects?
Sure. It's a creative technology academy in Tianmu, and we have programs for anything from 13 up. So our core programs are designed for senior high school students and then go through to college students, college graduates. Essentially, we design programs so that each program has an output. Each of those output belongs in the intersection of art, science, technology, and kind of the things that you want to talk about for your college application, master's application, your first interview, your next job. So trying to help this movement kind of move away from the transcript, what your grades are, and to show me what you can do, show me what you've built.
Like to help them develop skills that are helpful for the future.
Absolutely, yeah. Of course, education is about training. It's about developing skills. It's about developing, different perspectives on things. But yeah, ultimately, for us, it's about giving students an opportunity to employ their creativity and show people what makes them unique.
So what specific programs or curriculums are you providing?
So our first program actually launches in early July, and that goes right through to August also. And we're offering free 2-week programs to those aged 13 to 16, like 16 to 18, adults programs too, for people to come and experience our approach, see how it's done. And that's on physical computing, which is sensors, creative robotics, computer vision, anything that a computer does, but without a screen, a mouse, and a keyboard. Because sometimes people forget we shouldn't be restricted to this interface because, to a hammer, everything's a nail. And sometimes you need to change the tool if you want people to experience beyond the interface. So we have a really cool creative technologist coming in from Poland. He's going to be the creative lead on the program. And he's worked with like Mercedes-Benz, Google, he's contracted by them to come in and support their creative team to, fix some problems or to create some really cool interactive media. So we're really excited about that. And then in September, we're going to be launching a program on data science using Python and cool data visualizations. We're going to do music technology and programming using something called MaxSP. We got another program on 3D printing and creative prototyping, and there's a couple more. I'd have to check my list.
How did you get into education?
When I was in the UK, I was from an engineering background, quickly converted over to become a math teacher, because during the recession, there was no fun stuff being built, just roads and railways, and I think a lot of people who go into engineering, they want to build bridges and skyscrapers. So it was only supposed to be temporary, got into teaching, but I just loved it. It's great, the energy in the classroom, and it's something else. When you can feel that chemistry, it's great. So I was teaching in an inner city school in the UK, and then I got invited over to Taipei to teach at the European school. So I taught maths and economics there, and just being passionate about education ever since.
And when was this? When did you come to Taipei?
Summer 2011. Yeah, summer 2011. I was at the European school for 2 years. My business partner was there for 5, almost 6 years actually. So we've done our time in education.
So then after you worked at the school, what did you get up to?
Learned Chinese. Got to experience Taiwan a bit. Tried moving away from Taiwan twice because everyone's telling me I should move to a global city where I can really flourish.
So where did you move to?
So I spent some time in Beijing, checked out London for a bit, Berlin, and then I thought everyone was just talking rubbish. There's plenty to do here in Taipei. If you have global ambitions, you've got a long way to go before you can outgrow this city. So just decided to ignore the naysayers and just really make a go of it here in Taipei and enjoy myself.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the idea of Skyrock Projects?
I think after my first business, I had an e-commerce company. I'm selling premium tea to the US, which is still going reasonably well. I think sometimes when you experience some success, you have this newfound confidence. And I think that's all kind of confidence really is. When you've experienced a little bit of success, you're just not afraid to do it again. And my passion for education has always been there. So sitting down with my co-founder was actually one of my best friends also. He was keen to start something in the education space. I just had to get involved. And Skyrock Projects actually started as just about interdisciplinary learning, project-based learning in the STEM field, science, technology, engineering, maths. And then we come across STEAM, which come out of the Rhode Island School of Design. Everyone's saying like, whoa, slow down engineers, slow down MIT. What about the art? You're discovering and innovating on all of these things, but people don't want them. People are not going to use them. They don't have the design features. There's no purpose behind them. You need to start with the why. So don't forget the art. So then we're creating a STEAM solution, STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, maths. Mm-hmm. But people always get excited about the tech because you have all these emerging technologies. You have exponential change that so many schools are just really struggling to keep up with. And we wanted to think, what can we do? What can we add? How can we make the challenge of daily education? How can we contribute? And that was to design a program based around creative technology. So that intersection between art, technology, and science.
Okay, something that's functional that you can use.
Yeah. I think a lot of people in the education space, when they have a problem or they see the problems with standardized testing, curriculum standards, and all this one-size-fits-all, they're all trying to create a substitute for it, when sometimes all you need is a supplement. That's what we want to do. We want to be, I think our students should experience as many different ways of learning as possible instead of sticking to one ideology. So, yeah, that's how we want to contribute. Yeah.
Do you know how to do everything yourself, or are you learning as well?
I'm learning at the moment. I won't actually be teaching. So the management team of this technology academy all come from an education background. And our curriculum lead as well, he taught in international schools. He was head of a department. And he's gone through the whole tech education online. He's done his master's. So he's the right guy to lead the curriculum. And then our other instructors are professionals from the field. One is an installation artist, another one's a data science professional, and another one's a practicing creative technologist. They come in, we teach them how to teach. We go through the learning design process. So how it usually starts is one of these guys builds a really amazing prototype, and then we figure out how they built it, and then we reverse engineer to create a set of workshops to make sure our students can get there. So we look at a working prototype, we play with it, we interact with it, we try to figure out kind of what are the human-centered design principles within this item. And then we deconstruct, we learn all the core principles involved, we reconstruct, and then the students get to build their own, with their own little twist on it.
And what are your ultimate goals for Skyrock Projects?
Our ultimate goals...
or future plans?
Our future plans, I think, first and foremost, we want to create a sustainable business that can just run by itself, have a really solid team, and just do what we do. Like, so far, we can't really see past what's in front of us because it's already a lot. Like, our challenge is massive. But what drives us all and what we all want to kind of see is creative technology education, specifically interdisciplinary education in a technologically immersive environment. We want to see the adoption of this approach in mainstream education accelerated. We want to accelerate the adoption of creative technology education within the mainstream. That's something that really motivates us all. But then also installation art, because I think fine art sometimes it can be limited to sculptures and paintings, and there are so many new elements now, so many new dynamics. Art that can be real-time, adaptive, and interactive.
So many new mediums for art.
Exactly. And some of the installation artists we come across, it's just fascinating how they can clash together technology, just visual aesthetics, meaning, sometimes even some science, some biology. It's insane how multidisciplinary these guys can be and create something really amazing at the end. So if we can communicate to people that it's possible to bring together so many different fields. It opens up so much white space, so many avenues to explore, and that's exciting.
I wish Simon and his team luck in his endeavor to open up white space to explore at Skyrock Projects, located here in Taipei on Zhongshan-Beilu in Tianmu. They're offering free classes this summer, so make sure to check out their website to see what useful skills you can learn. Thanks for listening to this week's Taiwan Talk. I'm Alex Lewis.